Okay guys, so today I want to go over the for each loop and the ternary operator in Java. The for each loop, let me delete this over here. What it does is it traverses a list in a simpler way than the for loop will. It's kind of like an abbreviation. Same thing with the ternary operator. It's an abbreviation of a different thing. But right now the for loop is an abbreviation of the for loop. The for each loop is an abbreviation of the for loop. So right here we have a list of names. So this variable here, names, is an array that holds 1, 2, 3, 4 names. And as you can see here, here are the 4 names. They're each strings. Okay. This has the first slot. This has the second slot. This has the third slot, and this has the fourth slot. And that's important, as you'll see here in the for each loop. So the for each loop is the same as the for loop. You put for, you put your regular what do you call them, parentheses, and then you have your regular brackets here. So all this is the same as the for loop, but except the for each loop is going to ask you to declare a variable, and that variable will hold the value of each one of this as you go through the loop. So the first time you go through a loop, that variable will be this, second time it'll be this, third time it'll be this, and so on and so forth. So obviously we want a string, right? Because the string will hold the name. So we're going to call that variable n, and then we put colon, so to do our next part. So this is the variable that'll hold each one of these, and then the next part is the name of the list that we want to traverse. So the list here is names. Okay, so what we're saying is, hey, this is going to be a for loop. This variable is going to hold the value of this one, and then when it goes through again, it's going to hold the value of the next one, and then it goes through again, it goes through the next one. And then this is the name of the list that it's going to traverse. Okay, so let's go ahead and just print out println, and then we do n. So here we're going to print the value of the of n. Okay, so let's go ahead and just print it. I've already ran it before, so you guys can see right there. So it's the same thing. First time Mike, then Bob, then Will, then John. So what's happening here is this variable right here, it's going to start out here. So here's the value of it, Mike, and then it's going to execute whatever you put underneath. So you could put a bunch of different things here, right? You could do calculations and all that. But the n is going to equal that right off the bat, equal the first one. Then when the loop is over, n is going to go to the second one, as you can see here. This is the second one, and it's going to go to the third one, and it's going to go to the fourth one, and it traverses the list with this for each loop. Now it's an abbreviation, right? So it's a little bit easier than doing the for integer x equals 0, blah blah blah, x plus plus. So it's kind of a shorter way to do it. And then let's just go over the syntax again. So it's regular for, you declare the variable that you're going to use, so string n, and that variable will hold the value of each one of this, and then you declare the list that you're going to make reference to. So this names is the list that n is going to go through to use that. Okay, so that's basically the for loop, for each loop. I'm sorry.